All your favorite wrestling shows rolled into one. Welcome to the WeBook It Podcast. Let's start the show.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my singles and tag team competitors, and welcome to the Friday Night Throwdown, Lowdown, Hoedown, Thrower, nouns, verbs, adjectives in that title. I am the one they call the freaky one, your host, Fritos, also known as your, if you could read those abbreviations, original Booker of the Year. Listen here, Big Daddy C. I know you're high in your little tower, happy that you've got my title, but guess what, bud? I'm putting in the work. I am studying the films. I'm coming back for my title at Money in the Bank, which we've had some setups more for Money in the Bank, but we'll get into that. Let me get my notes out here, ladies and gentlemen. We had our show tonight in Knoxville, Tennessee, where it was Rocky Tops. Bulls are right there, and a lot of Kane references since he is the mayor there. We started off the show with Bianca coming out. She's still injured, banged up. You can see that her fingers in splints, saying that she's gonna be still nursing her injuries. Then Naomi came out and was seeking forgiveness from Bianca, and she revealed later that she broke into her Bianca's parents' house and was looking through her photos. Have a good look. Kind of creepy there, a little stalkerish. But this leads into Jade's music hitting and her marching to the ring. She and Naomi started brawling immediately. Then this leads into your women's qualifier match for Money in the Bank, which also included Nia Jax. This essentially led to Naomi defeating both Nia Jax and Jade Cargill. Where Naomi pinned Nia Jax. This match I thought was fairly decent. It was definitely a great setup. It's definitely building more of Naomi as this stalkerish character who's super obsessed with Bianca. I think this is the right move for Naomi. You got a lot of young talent within the Money in the Bank match, so you definitely need some veteran presence there to help kind of lead and guide everyone to make sure the match is going smooth. But yeah, it was definitely building up more with Naomi, and once Bianca's back and fully healed, it'll lead straight into whatever they're doing. Next match is R-Truth versus JC Mateo. We had a brief little encounter with R-Truth backstage with Solo, Jacob, and JC, which led into that match. Solo accompanied JC to the ring, but Fatu was nowhere to be seen. He had a qualifier match later tonight, which we'll discuss later. Truth got a few moves on Mateo, but Mateo finished him off the Tour of Islands for the win. Jimmy Uso showed up with a chair, and he ended up getting taken out by JC, which upsets Solo because he wants Jimmy back into the bloodline with him and trying to build them back up. The match was, a squash match, essentially. I need to see more stuff. I know they're slowly building JC Mateo up. But when he's full go, it's going to be fantastic to see him just go straight at it. I think they're going to give him almost the Fatu treatment, and they're going to just let that man go. But when we do see it, it's going to be fantastic. And also backstage, we see some other things going on. Chelsea Green was shown wearing a rainbow mask to cover her broken nose from Saturday night main event. But this leads us into our next match of the night. Before that, though, we did have a quick little promo from a bunch of tag teams. We have Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, which, by the way, Angelo Dawkins, you have my utmost respect. It was reported on X, ladies and gentlemen, that once college football 2026 comes out, he's done with his family for a while. I respect it. That is a great move. I'm going to do the same thing. Fiance, See ya. Family obligations, I don't care. Dogs, the food's in the bowl. You'll be fine. You go out, I'll put a dog door in. You figure it out. You could go in and out. But when college football comes out, you bet your sweet ass I'm going to be playing it nonstop. But comes out there leading the charge for the SmackDown tag teams, which brings out basically all the SmackDown tag teams. Faxium, Motor Machine Guns, DIY with Candice LeRae, and they just all argue saying who deserves a title shot, which leads into the Wyatt Sicks, who returned last week and was taking out everyone. We later had a little video package where Uncle Howdy said that basically their goal is to get gold. What I'm excited to see the build-up for this, because a lot of the SmackDown tag teams right now are heels. Motor Machine Guns isn't a face, but they were heated because they believe they deserve a shot. Faxium, they're the young up-and-coming team. They're the face, too. So it's interesting because we were briefly thinking that the Wyatt Sicks were just attacking, heels and just doing something along those lines, and just a spirit of vengeance, if you will, like Ghost Rider for you Marvel fans out there. So it's interesting to see that they're going after tag team gold. And just curious, leave a comment. Who do you believe from the Wyatt Sicks would be in the tag team? Because they've got so many members that they just need two. Is it going to be a New Day situation where they just switch around members who they need to? Or is there two specific members from the Wyatt Sicks that you would like to see personally be in the tag team division? But then this leads into our match, a tag team match of Los Garzas versus Javon Evans and Rey Fenix. During that match, also, we had Ethan Page, who was on commentary, and they were building up with Worlds Collide. But he also has a little feud going on with Javon Evans. But it was a high-flying maneuver from everyone from there. You're seeing some of the NXT guys. I think they're getting ready to call up Ethan Page for sure. He's getting to be up there. There's reports that they're moving a lot more NXT people up. Jordan Grayson, Stefan Valkyr. I apologize if I butcher that name. I'm tired, ladies and gentlemen. I'm tired. Ethan Page is definitely up there. There's reports of Ricky Saint. I'm going to say one thing. When that happens, the Tony Khan fumbled chant, or Tony you fumbled chants, are going to be crazy if the main roster knows, or the fans of the main shows. But a lot of high-flying maneuvers. We had interference from Ethan Page, which led into Los Garzas defeating Evans and Rey Fenix. By far one of my favorite matches of the night. Just you're showing young talent, what he's got, and Evans. Fenix, I don't know what they're doing with him, to be honest. Him taking all these L's. They're definitely trying to do something where I think the losing streak is going to lead to him going to Raw and, reuniting with his brother Penta for the Lucha Bros, which that would be fantastic to see. I would love to see tag team gold on them, but Penta's doing his own solo thing, so maybe we just need to see some losing from Penta a little bit more before we get that. Then our next match of the night is Zelina Vega and Alba Fire. We had a backstage segment of Green and Nick Aldis. Alba Fire ended up in a non-title title match versus Selena. She was also Alba Fire was also accompanied by Piper Niven. Fire was aggressive out of the gate and took control of a few moments, but a head scissor took over around into Selena's favor. We had a set up for a 619, but it was interfered by Piper Niven. But Chelsea was distracting the referee, so didn't see it. And which going on through the whole match, Zelina securing the win. Fairly good match. Selena, I'm happy she's got the United States title. I'm ready to see what's going to happen next. I need to figure out her next opponent, which they did set up later with Julia, who was one of your NXT call-ups on Raw, then switch over to SmackDown. And I think she's not ready yet, but give her a few more months, and I think she would be ready for that mid-card title. Next is your men's qualifying match that I mentioned earlier, Jacob Fatu, Andrade, and Carmelo Hayes. But before that match started, we had a brief little promo from Damien Priest saying he talking about Drew McIntyre and moving on. He addressed about Fatu, and he's proud of what he is, but he does not respect the company he hangs out with, which led to Fatu coming out in the stare down. So at some point down the line, I do see Damien, I hate to say it, take the U.S. title off of Jacob Fatu. I would love to see at least a couple matches with Solo, but I think they're going to do a Fatu versus Solo with no title, which is probably what's needed, but I would at least like to see one of them going one of those matches for the U.S. before they give it to Damien, because I think they're definitely trying to rebuild Damien on his own on SmackDown, and we've mentioned before that it's kind of hard finding his footing, at least with us in the WeBook It side, but I'm a big fan of Damien, everything he's done in his career and everything, so it's going to take some time to settle things down now for the Solo run. But going into this match, Fatu came out with Money Bank, Andrade and Carmelo. The Miz was accompanying Carmelo Hayes, and these men just go at it. At one point, we saw Jacob Fatu break the barricade as he was trying to take out both Carmelo Hayes and Andrade, but they both pushed out, and he just got taken out himself. Solo and JC came out to try to assist, and that backfired completely, which led to Andrade securing his win. I like this a lot because it's definitely pushing Andrade. He hasn't done anything for a little bit, so they're definitely rebuilding him back up after that brief little stint of him not doing too much. I would have loved to see Jacob Fatu, and they could have set up a little bit more in the Money in the Bank match with Solo and Jacob, but right now with Andrade, I'm happy with it. We're definitely going to use a little bit more Andrade going on. Now comes to the main segment, the final segment, the face-off that we've all wanted to see. Cody Rhodes comes out, and he's basically calling out John. And then he goes, "I've got a surprise for you," and brings out Jey Uso, which I don't think anyone expected. Then later on, John Cena came out and was roasting Jay and Cody. Then brought out his tag team partner for Money in the Bank, Logan Paul. So we both have Logan Paul, John Cena, and Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso on one side. Logan took over the promo and was basically roasting them, saying how he should be World Heavyweight Champion and how he should be standing with John with that title, which led to Jay saying, "We could finish this business right here, right now." Logan wanted some of that action. John did not, which led to a little bit of a argument between the two. Cody noticed that and picked it immediately and said, "What are you going to do? So, what was it? Suck off his Peacemaker?" Or something along those lines, dealing with him since he is in Peacemaker, and that comes out soon. Great show, by the way. And they go at it, and the baby faces, essentially win this face-off. And, yeah, ending the show. I thought this face-off was fantastic. It's definitely building up Money in the Bank. They don't have that much time left. It's definitely, they're trying to amp things up for the hype again. That's one thing I hate lately now with WWE. They have a surplus of PLEs going on, so it's not easiest to get them building up where you have like 4 to 5 weeks to build up a pay-per-view or a PLE. With these, one or two that are quick, like 2 to 3, it's kind of being a little bit more difficult. But I thought it was a fantastic show. I liked this face-off a lot, building up, and yeah. So this has been your Friday Night Throwdown, Lowdown, Hoedown, whatever words you want to put in there. I'm the freaky one, your host, the original Booker of the Year, Fritos. And we need your help. And we need you to like, share, and subscribe to this page. Because guess what? We are the fastest growing wrestling podcast in the YouTube sphere, in the Spotify sphere, wherever you listen to podcasts, on the Twitch sphere, whatever. help us. Our goal is to hit 2,000 subscribers. I believe we are still at 16K-ish, somewhere in that range. To help us out, because we've got some more great content coming your way. We're working behind the scenes. We're texting. We're talking. I'm sending messenger pigeons to all of the guys, throwing crazy ideas at them for what to do. And remember, leave a comment of who you would like to see from the Wyatt Sicks to be the main tag team, or if you want these, switch out whoever, kind of like the New Day. But again, have a great night, a safe weekend, and like Virgil always says, keep those booking pencils sharp and keep on booking. Peace.